Pagula.
Huh?
You want to say Pagula?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, you're live now.
Okay. Should I say thank you? Thank you. I already told you thank you though.
Public. Nice.
All right, we're live. You ready? Oh. Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to get started with Heather Pusak.
Hey Trey, good to see you.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Congratulations on signing your contract extension. Obviously, let's start there. When we talked to you last, you said you wanted to bring generational wealth to your family. What does this mean to you and your family? I guess just kind of expand on that.
First, I just want to extend a huge thank you to the Pagulas family, Coach McDermott, Brandon Bean, the whole front office, the whole Bills organization for trusting me and just giving me an opportunity. But it feels great. It feels great. It's something that don't come around. It don't happen often, and it's exciting, man, to think about and to think that I could possibly change a lot of lives with what I've been presented with. So it's something that I don't take for granted. It's something that it's still surreal, and I'm still in shock, honestly, from the first few days. But I'm feeling blessed, and I can't be more excited to do it for a better organization.
We haven't talked to you since, last time we talked to you, you were seriously considering possibly not playing this season. You obviously made the decision to play. Can you walk us through what that was like as the final hours approached when you had to make that decision not to eventually opt out?
Pretty much it was the whole process from when I got here to Buffalo. That was something that my family and we talked about from the start. I was just like, I'm going to go up and just see how the protocols go, how everything is going, how the testing go, like how consistent and how 100% accurate things are going to be. But honestly, I felt comfortable with how the protocols and things were going with the daily testing and things like that, and how, the social distancing stuff in the building with how they just set everything up. Just certain people can go certain places. So I honestly felt comfortable there, and to do it through a whole season, I feel like that the plan that we have in place here, I feel like that it definitely could work, and it was a safe route for me to go.
Thanks, Trey. Congratulations once again.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey Trey, congrats on the extension. So pumped for you. That is awesome.
Appreciate it, Maddie. Thank you.
When you just think about what you've done for the market for corners and what you've done in Buffalo as a whole, just reflecting back to when you first got into football, what does that moment mean to you? Have you taken the time to reflect on just how far you have come as a corner in the NFL?
Honestly, since I've been playing, Maddie, I've never just for a second just sat back and just looked back at everything that I was able to accomplish and do. I didn't really do that until I talked to my dad on Saturday before I signed, and that's when the emotion just came out. I just was talking to him. I was just reflecting. I was like, Dad, like, I never in my life imagined, because I've always been trying to get better, just consistently working on my craft to get better. But I said, Dad, I never for once just sat down and just thought and looked at all the things that I've been able to accomplish with the help of so many people just from the start, from when I started playing sports. But I was just like, I never took the time to reflect. And I was like, Dad, like, I really, at the age of 25, and after only 3 years of playing in the league, that I said, Dad, like, no matter what, like, however long it lasts, I said, I can honestly say, like, we were the highest paid cornerback in NFL history for a moment. No matter what, however long it lasts or whatever it does, like I could say that I legitimately was the highest paid guy in my position at a point in my career. So that's something that is very, very emotional time. It's something that I just can't put into words, but I know that with everything that I've put into my craft and everything that I've put into myself and all the sacrifices that my family made, that yeah.
Definitely well deserved. What were the emotions like sharing that with your teammates though when you got to share the news with them?
I mean, I was bullied. You know, those guys bullied me. I mean, they was extremely happy for me, but yeah, I mean, just the guys that we have in the locker room, no matter what, we stick together and we're legit, genuinely happy for each other when each other. It don't matter if we make a play on the field or a guy's getting compensated for what he's done on the field. You could tell that the guys really genuinely care about each other.
Congrats again, Tre.
Thank you. And Maddie, I'm not gonna let you get away with it. You just got me emotional on camera. I'm not gonna let you get away with that.
All right, you can do it to me next time.
I appreciate it.
Take away Tre, Mookie Hawkins, Waffle Sports 1080, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
You know, obviously you've done two things in your life that a lot of people don't get the experience to do. You know, so, you know, just walk us through, you know, since we all chimed in and emotional and things, what were the emotions for you on being drafted compared to signing this big contract?
Honestly, I mean, just since I've put all my eggs into football, once I signed with LSU, I had a plan. My plan was to go to LSU, be one of the best cornerbacks to go there. I knew that. I understood that from the start. It was going to be tough to be recognized as one of the best when you had guys like Corey Webster, Patrick Peterson, Morris Claiborne, Tyrann Mathieu. It was going to be hard to try to follow in the footsteps of those guys. But the things that I wrote down on my list, I didn't accomplish everything, but I was able to accomplish a lot of it, like All-American, consistent All-American. I wrote down I wanted to win the Thorpe. I wanted to win a national championship. I fell short of the Thorpe Award at the awards ceremony. Then win a national championship, and I wrote down that I wanted to be a first-round pick, and I was able to accomplish that. So, and once I got to the league, I was like, when I get here, I've had guys like Morris Claiborne and Patrick Peterson and all those guys to tell me how the league is going to be before I get here. So once I got here, I pretty much knew what to expect. I just continued to work and do the things that got me here. And, I mean, honestly, I wrote down, too, I wanted to get into my next deal. Like, I just didn't want to go into the NFL and say, yeah, I played in the NFL. I wanted to actually get here and, you know, cement my name into something. And honestly, I wanted to do the next deal, and I achieved that. So now it's just being consistent and continue to try to get better each and every day, which, you know, I've been working extremely hard to do. And now, as I go into practice and things, when we practice in the stadium, I look around and I don't see a number 27 on the wall of fame. So why not be the first 27 to be up there? Why can't I be that guy? So yeah, I got a ways to go. So that's next on my bucket list. So if I could do that and win a Super Bowl for Buffalo with my teammates, and then to go out and be remembered as one of the best cornerbacks in Bill history, and be one of the best cornerbacks in NFL history, I feel like that I've done a great job. So until then, I'm still working, man. I got a long ways to go. So yeah, my journey's not over.
Absolutely, man. We know you got to be a dog to wear number 18 at LSU. We all know that. You know what I mean?
Oh
But,
yeah.
just quickly timing in, just getting right into it. New York Jets basically thought about you when they drafted Denzel Mims, basically. So, every receiver is different. You didn't play every receiver up to this point. What's the difference between playing a rookie standout than a veteran number one guy?
That's tough, man, because they didn't draft him high for no reason, man. He has to have extremely amount of talent. I mean, I had to go back into his Baylor film to watch, and he's big, strong, physical guy, man. He's gonna high point the ball. So a guy like me, a shorter guy, I mean, it's gonna be a tough day. So hopefully the pandemic played a part in some things that he wasn't able to get no timing down with the quarterback. Hopefully that's the thing, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough time, man. He's a big, strong, fast receiver. So I'm gonna need some help too. So it's not gonna be a one-on-one matchup. It's not gonna be that.
All right, man. Hey, congrats and wishing nothing but the best, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Hey, Trey, John Morrow, AP.
How you doing?
Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Good. Congratulations.
And thank you.
So what happens to the goalie academy?
Now we still pushing it. We still gonna push it.
You're not going to put it on hold?
Nah, I can't. I have a very, very, very diverse demographic that that I'm entertaining. So I have to keep all the people happy. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that going.
Speaking of, on a more serious note, speaking of your dad, I remember talking to him on the day after you were drafted and you guys arrived here, and he was so proud of you. And he recalls how, he's very humble. As my son got older, just the way he cared of himself, and he wanted to be a better father, a better person, just the way he carries himself. He's definitely a motivator. Can you reflect back to that day you and your dad were here and your family were here on 2017, and you talked about being motivated, wanting to get out of your neighborhood just to get to somewhere, and where you are now?
I mean, I definitely remember that day. Remember doing a press conference. I remember coming in, meeting all the guys. I remember meeting 2 fans in the parking lot. So I remember that day. But my dad, man, he's been crying for the last 2 days, and I've been the same way. I really just can't put into words how thankful and how blessed and that I am to be in this position, man. I never would have thought. I mean, just grinding my whole life and continues to working out and doing all hella workouts and going to camps. My dad taking me to camps after he's crazy tired. He's driving from Dallas to pick me up in Shreveport to take me back to Texas, to Houston, to a camp. All those things came into my mind when I was able to finally call my parents on three-way, and I told them, I was like, I never told you guys this after I got drafted, but I can finally say that we did it. And once I told my dad and my mom, it was a whole load that was lifted off my shoulders, because I knew that I could retire my parents and they'll never have to worry about anything. So that's the emotion that I'm feeling, man, and I can't put into words, because I have a lot of people and a lot of family members that I could change their lives, and that's what I plan to do, because I wasn't put in this position for no reason. I wasn't put in this position to do it for myself, to just reap all the benefits for myself, to think that I'm bigger than anybody else, or I was put in this position to spread the love and spread everything that I'm being blessed with. I was put in this position to help people out where I'm from, to better the resources that they have, and to give them the resources to be successful. And I plan to do so, because like I said before, like I told you guys like a month ago, it's a lot of people in my family that are hurting. So I plan to lighten that burden on them, and we're gonna do it together. So with this contract, it's not about me because I've been good off the first one, but this is about people that I love and I really genuinely care about, and being able to provide opportunities for them that if I wasn't in this position, it wasn't gonna happen for nobody in my family, nobody. So I'm able to do that now.
Because you never thought you'd get out of Shreveport at some point.
Honestly, John, when I was playing high school sports, I thought I was going to Grambling. I thought I was gonna go to Grambling and play and do whatever. But fortunately, my junior year, my head coach of my football team, he put me at quarterback, and I was able to showcase my God-given abilities, and that's when LSU and a lot of schools started to call because I was able to just show what I could do on a every down basis. And if without that switch, I don't think that I'm playing SEC football. My high school, I won in 4 years. I won 11 games. So it just goes to show you that it don't matter where you go, don't matter the school or the competition level you playing at. If you can play ball, the right people are gonna find you. So that was my whole mindset because, coming out of middle school, I was getting recruited to go to these academies, these private schools, but I had a bigger mindset. I wanted to, honestly, I was thinking about the people behind me, like the kids in my neighborhood behind me that knew that I was pretty good, but I wanted to show them that we didn't have to go across the town or to another city to be successful. I wanted to show them that if you go to the neighborhood school and you have the right mindset and you continue to be resilient, that you can make it out of anything. And honestly, I don't think that the people where I'm from, they didn't really think that they could really do it until they saw what I signed for the other day. I mean, that gave my whole city hope, my whole neighborhood hope, just to see me, the same guy that they've seen play park ball, play Pop Warner, travel AAU basketball, and them knowing me personally, to see me do it, and to say that a person from my high school is in the NFL and he's doing it the way it's supposed to be done. I think that those kids where I'm from, I think that they can see that and be very motivated to do better in school, to work harder if they're playing extracurricular activity, to work harder at it, at their craft or whatever it is. It's just, I wanted to be the person to give hope, man, and I believe that, and I really hope that they see me and they see that they can really do it.
Congrats. Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Hey, Tre, John Scott, fantastically powerful stuff here.
I appreciate it, John.
Follow off of John's question and say, what is it like carrying that burden to be that beacon of hope for your hometown?
Honestly, I believe, like I said earlier, that's why I was placed in this position. I never for once felt like I was being overloaded or anything. I felt like that God put me here to do this, to do this way. Like, this was my path. A lot of guys go to college. Like I said, I wanted my whole thing. I wanted to be a motivating factor for kids where I'm from. So when they saw me, I think a big step in me motivating kids and being that guy that they look to is once I decided to come back my senior year in college, a lot of people in my community, they was like, they don't understand why I did it. Like, he got the opportunity to go to the NFL, get drafted in the first 2 rounds, and you know, but my mindset was, it was so much bigger than just football and money and just going into something. Honestly, I was like, I mean, I can go back, I can be the first in my family to graduate, I can enjoy my season with my best friends, and I can just be a kid and just don't worry about anything, just and enjoy life. And that was the best year of my life. I played the best football of my life that year. So I feel like that was the factor that they was like, yeah, Tre White, he's different. He's different because the normal 20-year-old, you tell him he got a chance to go first, second round in the NFL draft after his junior season, he's gone. But I knew that it was gonna be better for me to, as a player and mentally as a student of the game. I feel like physically I knew that I was ready to play on the next level, but mentally I wasn't ready. Like my film study wasn't where it should be. My attention to detail wasn't what it should be, and I just felt like I wasn't accomplished enough to leave. So I stayed, and I was able to. Once those kids saw that, man, I was thinking about my neighborhood when I was making this. I was like, man, if they see, they was like, yeah, that's what it's all about money. Like, no, get your education, man, because no matter what, when this football stuff is over with, I can always say that I'm a college grad. My college grad, which, you know, and one of the first in my family to do it. So I was thinking about stuff like that, man. It's so big, so much bigger than just playing a game. And I think that my whole message was I wanted to break a cycle, man, that of what kids thought and the mindset of what they thought, what they should be thinking about, what life should be about.
And you've played with a chip and feel like you've been overlooked, as early as, not, being later in the first round. You've reached the pinnacle now as the highest paid cornerback in NFL history. Where do you find your motivation now?
Like I said, why not be the best 27 to put on the red, white, and blue for the Buffalo Bills? Why not be on the first team to win a Super Bowl for the Buffalo Bills? I have a lot. I've accomplished a lot in my short career, but I have a lot of more things that I feel like need to be done before I just hang them up. So I got win a Super Bowl. I got to put that 27 in Bill Stadium, and just continue to just be the person that I am, and continue to work and continue to motivate people and just treat people with respect and continue to just just be a great citizen in the world and be a great dad. So I think that if I continue to do all the right things and take it one day at a time, then it'll all work out.
Appreciate it, Tre. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Tre, Matt Perino here. Thanks for taking the time. Truly inspirational stuff, man. Thank you so much for sharing it all.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So you talked a little bit about the family interactions, and I saw Jamal Adams tweeted out a congratulatory tweet. What have been, what's been the feedback from your peers, because you've developed quite the reputation and you're pretty well liked around the league?
I mean, it's just all been positive. Jamal and I, we talk on a daily, so it's all authentic there. So, but it's all been positive, man, and you guys know that I'm just laid back. I'm not trying to, but it's been to say the least, man. It's been a whirlwind and it's a roller coaster, but this is what I work for. I want to be in this position, and the day finally came, and it still feels surreal, and I'm in shock, but I'm blessed. I'm feeling blessed, but it's behind me now. I want to focus on the Jets and try to have the best season yet.
That was a quick follow-up, because Brandon said he wanted this to get done to take the pressure off your shoulders and like let you
Uh-huh.
play free. What version of Tre'Davious White is stepping on the field this Sunday?
The same guy since I've been here for the last 3 years, man. Just a guy that's wanted to be the best at his position, a guy that's want to win for his team and be in a critical situation, want to make the critical plays for the team when they come my way. So it's the same guy that's going to be on that field, competitive guy, and just a winner, have a winning mindset all the time. And I'm going to continue to just be myself. And I feel like just being myself is just enough.
Thanks, Trey.
I appreciate it.
That's one.
Jenna Cottrell in Rochester. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jenna. Thank you.
Quick question. You know, we talked to Sean earlier today, and he talked about the importance of drafting, developing, and then re-signing his guys. And obviously, with your talent and ability, every team would love to be able to sign you. What went into your decision to wanting to stay, you know, this amount of time with the Bills and re-sign here?
Honestly, I mean, this is all I know, and I'm very comfortable here, and with being in the scheme and around my teammates, and my kids are comfortable. Like, my family is comfortable here. Like, we love to be here, so it's just like, why not? And I had the opportunity to do it with the team that drafted me, and then I'm in a very, very, very I'm in a very great situation. We have a great team. We have a great young team. We're just going to continue to get better. Young quarterback, a young middle linebacker, a young defensive tackle, then myself and Dion from my draft class and Matt. I mean, we have a special group, and you could tell, like, we love to compete against each other. Like, I didn't want to possibly go somewhere else where I have to start all the way over. Got to move, got to, you know, reacquaint myself, learn a new defense, just get settled with everything. Like, Buffalo is right for me. This is the place for me. So, I mean, it's a blue-collar town. I'm a blue-collar guy. I don't need all the, the lights. This is where I'm at. This is Buffalo. Like, that's me. That fits me. Like, it don't bother me that our team don't get as much publicity as we think we should, as we know we should, because we have a great group of guys. But that don't bother me that we don't get the accolades that we should because of where we are. But we have guys that are willing to work, and we have a team that loves each other, guys that genuinely care about each other, and guys that hang out with each other outside of the building. So that type of thing, we have a winning mindset here too. Everything is set. So I feel like to be here for the long haul was the right fit for me.
Awesome. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Can I introduce me? Yeah. Oh, y'all want to talk to Jared Hughes? Jared come.
Not on my fantasy draft.
He drafting fantasy football players.
I'm hoping Crosby's still available. Hey, good job, bro.
I appreciate it.
No, great job. Love the way you talking.